I want to tell you. So these are some questions that I've gotten from some listeners. Do you have any advice for writing bits?
No.
How do I make my ideas into good jokes?
I don't fucking know. Figure it out.
How do you do it, Dave?
This person's asking how do they?
They wanted to know how to. I
don't fucking know. I'm still trying to figure that shit out myself.
How do you make your fucking bits? You just ramble. You just get angry, or you just what do you do?
I'm just a talented motherfucker. That's how.
Wow.
I just do what I do.
Woo! Molly doesn't want to hear about it anymore.
I think that was a bell of encouragement.
Maybe.
That bell was like, yes.
I think it was a little both.
I don't think so. I think she's tired of listening to your shit.
That's how she's speaking.
Sean, do you have any advice for that? I mean, not that we're so good.
Yeah, with your 3 years of
with all my
comedy.
wisdom.
You know what? I'm 2.5, bitch, and I got advice.
With the drums.
I go back to what was told to me when I first started doing it. Like, you be yourself. You talk about what you know about. Don't try to talk about anything that you don't know about, but try to be toilets.
So
Sean's was telling us about how he's adding just some toilet bits.
You don't ever talk
material.
about like haircuts or
because I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. But then you try to put it in a. Oh, see, that was my wife. My wife rang the bell. You don't. You do it in a setup punchline. You try to write a joke. Set up punchline. You know what I mean?
Set up punchline.
You just try to write.
Doesn't always have to be set up punchline either. Yeah, Molly's taking notes.
She's
That's
ready.
What
She's ready to start hitting open mics.
Molly is actually a low-key comedian on Twitter.
If
you follow her on Twitter, she's
really
very
funny
funny.
Today.
She's
hanging
very
out
funny.
with her. I like her.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying she's funnier than some comedians. So.
Do you have advice for writing jokes? I found that my best advice is just lie. Like, come up with like a good, like, you'll just say something and you'll be like, that's fucking funny that I just said that. And then you put it into a lie. So that's my advice. It also works when a guy's not that good in bed.
It's
Every time a guy has not been good in bed, I've had to lie.
Yeah.
Do you lie? Do you lie?
Yeah, you gotta lie.
Ladies.
The male ego is fragile.
It's like a lot of laughter over in the corner.
That's the password to Netflix that I use right now. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
It's fragile male ego.
No, Is that the password? That's that would be a great password.
So the
the
other listener questioned it. Who asked these questions?
No,
that like
people,
what some new open micers that actually listen to this?
Yes, that I would do a show and they would come up to me after and ask me as if I'm know.
Oh, you're talking about they did your show. These aren't listeners of the podcast.
Well, no, we don't have any.
It says
listener
question on this thing, so lying, I guess, is exactly what you're talking about.
Questions.
Let's feel like we have a listening audience that's asking questions.
A bold-faced lie.
That's good.
You alluded that this was a listener
because
question.
I want to have.
Well, it should say eerie fan questions or something like that.
Well, you guys could have brought fan questions, but y'all don't have no fans.
Well, we didn't know that it was
now you
sound
question
to work.
That's Matthew Quirk response right there. So
I'm kidding. That's mean to Matthew because
no, it is
much
not.
funnier than I am.
No, because I'm so sensitive. He's thick-skinned. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Built like a hermit crab. How do you get over stage fright? How do you get over stage fright? Do you ever get stage fright? Do I look like I get stage fright?
I don't know.
Do I? Then I just act as if, I guess. I don't know. I've gotten over stage fright by being on stage plenty since I was like 7 years old.
Is it? But has there ever been a time where you were like in front of a crowd that you actually were kind of nervous?
Yeah, I'm always happens.
That's just it. Nervous and stage fright are two different things. Stage fright, I mean, legit stage
crippling
fright.
Stage fright.
Exactly.
Yeah, you won't.
It's like you can't go up there. You can't move. There's a whole thing. Being nervous before a show.
I'm more nervous speaking at NA meetings when I have to share at an NA meeting because first off, I mean, at least a comedy audience, even if it's like I'll be more scared to speak at an NA meeting in Contra Costa County, which is like Concord, Martinez area, speaking to all these fucking white hood rats. All right, like it's just a lot of white hood rats versus doing a comedy show in like in one of the most blackest of black urban rooms with my suburban material.
Favorite.
And well, no, because being like suburban, like hey, looking like homeless Jesus up there, that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. And you got to bring energy and not because I talk a lot, as opposed to act outs. I don't hump the stool. So it's just shit
Wait,
like
whoa,
that.
It's a
wait,
Cat
wait,
Williams
wait.
reference.
You don't hunt the
Hump.
hump.
You
the
never
stool.
heard of humping the stool? You've
No.
never seen a comic? You watch too much.
You don't watch enough
don't
comedy.
Are you
enough
gonna tell me?
black comedy?
Nope.
is
Nope. We're not gonna tell you.
What you know? Having relations on stage with the stool where they're humping the
Oh,
stool.
you mean literally humping?
Yeah.
the stool.
Well,
Oh, I thought
that's
it was a
it.
euphemism for something
No,
interesting.
it's like
oh.
it's
that's
fucking urban
literal.
comedy
Yes,
101,
I've never
man.
humped the stool. What the fuck? Why would anybody?
It happens.
Thank you.
It happens,
Okay.
man.
Sean, you get any kind of fright? I mean, you guys are both musicians, so you're
And
used
so,
to be
yeah,
on stage.
and having all that, like Dave from a very young age, playing music.
Yeah, we got over this shit a
You
while
get over
ago.
it. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I ever had it even when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like, I've been nervous, but
Yeah.
never like stage fright.
No, I never didn't want to do something, but I would be pissed if it didn't go well. More than that, because my first performance in front of everybody was a magic act in second grade. Yeah,
And you didn't
All
disappear.
right, we're gonna need to hear about
You
it
could have
now.
saved us all.
What did you
that's
make
a horrible
disappear?
hacky joke, sir. It's hurts.
Horrible,
Yeah.
hacky, and
And it
hurtful.
hurts. Yeah.
You hurt your
The
friend.
3 H's.
You hurt your friend.
What was this? What,
No, the magic act.
Magic
that's,
act, yeah.
That's
yeah, I was
no.
doing magic.
I've
What kind of magic,
been
Dave?
getting ready.
Magic.
Real magic?
Yeah.
Magic. No, real like magic, like that kind of magic.
Not magic, but magic.
Magic.
Yeah, that was good.
That's awesome.
We
I understand you don't
but
think
my
I'm
last
funny, but-
performance at the actual gig, all the warm-up performances, one thing would go wrong every time. That was like horrible. And then when I did the final performance, where my mom even rented me a tuxedo and all this shit, and
Real magic, ladies and gentlemen.
my mom believed
Real
in
magic.
me. Yeah,
Real
I
magic.
executed it perfectly. Still proud of it. I wish it was on video just so I could show all you motherfuckers and
That you did something good.
make you just so you guys would shut the fuck up. You'd be like, damn, he was good.
7 years old. A 7-year-old really good
I was trying to
magician.
impress chicks at a new school, all right, and didn't work.
The old get the chicks with the magic
with
tricks.
the magic shit. It really was. That was my logic, and I'm like, it
If I do magic, the chicks are gonna come in droves.
I thought it would. I mean, David Blaine does. I mean,
Yeah,
but he
the panties drop when you pull
So,
that rabbit out
what
of a hat.
happened? What
he makes them disappear. That's for sure. You're talking about all
makes
this
the panties
disappearing.
disappear?
Yeah.
Something disappears. Are
Yeah.
you?
course
No, it didn't work. It didn't work.
No, it worked. What do you mean it didn't work? It worked great. I did. Oh, not to get chicks. I mean,
No.
the parents loved me. All right, that's,
parents.
The
So you
audience.
could get
the
adult
audience ate
chicks.
it up.
You could get
the
adult
girls
chicks.
just wanted guys who lip sync to Beastie Boys, which is a lot like comedy audiences today.
Okay.
They just want a lot of there's shitty audiences that like the same dumb fucking shit. Pandering alt comedy 90s horse shit that's just regurgitated in
what's
today.
comedy 90s horse shit? I want to know.
Alt comedy 90s like everybody trying to imitate everything from Patton Oswalt to Sarah Silverman to all those motherfuckers because they all look up to him today. I mean, that's like these people out here, the San Francisco, Oakland hipster dipshits, and then you've got a lot of people that are trying to sound like dumb comedy too. I don't know.
What's dumb comedy?
Oh, if you have to ask. Anyway, let's move on.
That's rude.
Ring the bell.
You're at my
Thank you.
house.
All right.
I don't understand.
I don't have time to explain.
Why?
No, I wish there were, but no. My mom might have something
She
in her
might
hope chest.
not
but
have cared much about your magic.
no,
act.
well then let's move on to topics no one cares about. How about okay? So this article that Matthew Quirk shared this morning.
Yes.
That really I was agreeing with him. He posted something about how there's the homeless rate rose like a motherfucker. The homeless
Dave's
rate
ignoring
has
the
risen. So have you. Has risen greatly, and yet the unemployment rate hasn't dropped. So that people are homeless who do have jobs, right? That was the point of the article.
The homeless rate
I didn't read the article either because
the
I don't do
unemployment
that.
rate
That would
had,
just
had
be
not increased in correlation with how many
the homeless, yeah,
with the
yeah.
homeless
But
thing.
see-
And then he had two trolls. They weren't. There were people that, or it is Facebook friends list that both were just basically. They were both from the East Coast, mind you.
Were they trolls or munchkins?
They weren't. God, you're funny. They end up having like paragraphs long of
No.
just shitting on the homeless,
I'm quitting
of saying like
comedy right
they're
now.
homeless, they choose to be this, right? And
And-
Matthew's even like kind of going in like treating them as if it's like a logical debate when they're just being outright
and then
disrespectful
there was a couple
and
people
offensive.
that had liked the post, a couple of people that had the smiley laughy face, you know,
the ha-ha like.
like, and
we get deep into the research.
the ha-ha like, whatever that's called. But
the
Dave was just
statistics.
like, you know,
I just said, all I said was sweet FB friends or something like that. Just sarcastically.
Okay.
Sarcastically
like, wow,
making, you know,
sweet FB friends.
Obviously, your friends are shit.
You got here,
you know.
And then Matthew goes, "Yeah, you fit in nicely." And I was like, "What? I fit in with
did
these?"
he like?
he was
what the problem is?
he was
started beef with
snarkily
you?
lumping me in with
he
his
started
shitty
beef with you.
people,
That's what
and
the problem is.
I was like, I'm not the one who's saying that it's the homeless' fault that they're homeless, and since you're lumping me in with them, it sounds like you have more in common.
By the way,
with
doesn't
these
Matt
guys.
live in his van?
I don't like pointing that out because the only
Although
reason why I don't
that's
like
not
that's the
homeless.
cheapest. No, because I could have very easily said like, well, I'm going to go shit in my bathroom right now, Matt, while you fucking deal with these guys. I'm not going to be some an asshole. Remind him he lives in a van.
Homeless.
No, he lives in a van that he
where the
has.
heart
It's
is,
a well-equipped van, and he's been doing fine. And he's a funny dude too.
And if you talk to him, he chooses.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a very cool dude.
He loves living in the van.
Online, Matthew Quirk can get caught up in some very, and I'm no different. But the thing is, it was like this was one of the few times it's like, Matt, I'm on your fucking side, and now he wants to, he's jokingly teasing me, saying that I'm in the same boat, with these guys. I get it, like, I got it. I'm like, it just seemed like a stupid line.
Attacked.
So
he
just always
Dave.
gets defensive with me. But it was
really?
we get. I mean, online, not in person. He's cool as hell in person.
I think he's such a
He's a cool guy. Like everybody
He's a
gets
really
used
cool
to him. Is like because he just gets up there and like, you fucking millennials. I'm like, I'm 42, Matt. Like, why are you? I'm not a millennial. That kind of thing.
you're really not.
So
far from a millennial.
So it's funny.
But
we
millennials
just
have
ended up
money
having a
and-
little clarity thing that went on very long. And
That's
there we go.
Thank
That was the
you.
end.
Sean, you want to talk about something nobody cares about?
Oh, how we
I
look
could-
alike.
I could.
Yeah.
We could talk about that.
Yeah.
People
could talk about
confuse
How is it
us.
possible to get you guys?
People are fucking
uh,
idiots. That's why.
Yeah, it's silly.
They think we
It's
look
silly.
the same.
I
or
guess
they
if you have
confuse
long
us.
hair and are sort of
Or
olive,
dreads.
solid skin. I have dreads. He has long hair. But
yeah.
I think just the fact
you
that
both got facial hair.
we
I'm
have
maybe.
both have
taller.
faces, we got a little bit of
One's white,
the
one's
olive.
brown.
My
olive
head's
skin.
widening. It's starting to reach his head size,
know.
but that's
Wow.
about it.
I have I
Some
easily
I
fucking
got.
got. I mean, my
Just
belly
now.
might be growing. I, don't
easily
know.
have
He's losing
65
weight though.
pounds.
You've lost
Well,
weight.
you
up
guys
to
I
are
here.
like
appreciate
starting to
that.
meet. You guys are going to meet
Maybe
in the
we're
middle
meeting
at
in the
some
middle.
point.
Yeah, we are.
Right?
We
You're gonna
are.
meet in
Yeah.
the middle, and then
And then we'll be the
maybe
same
it's because
person.
you kind of dress the same. Maybe a little
We're just
bit.
that's how everybody. Here's the thing. One of the things that we used to, I'm sure we both got when we started doing this, was everybody would say the same fucking shit based on our appearance. Oh, some homeless guy, some whatever. Always the same fucking lines. And yet in the music scene that both Sean, somewhat, we have some similar interests. I make fun of Sean's earlier work in music that I
work.
have no involvement in,
Earlier
wanted no
today.
part of. But also Sean is aware of the music interests that I've had throughout the years, but the scene that we do have in common, we don't stand out. There's people that look all like us. Yeah. There's not, and anybody who would hear these jokes would just be like, "You think you're really a comedian saying dumb shit like that?" That's the only thing I always found was just like, oh. And then the more that I stay in this hacky world, yes, it's made me
And this
hacky.
the whole world.
It's
is hacky?
the whole aspiring
world.
comedy world is hacky.
Oh, the aspiring comedy.
It's
world,
run
yeah.
by hacks. There's the gatekeepers are hacks or have hack sensibilities or no sensibilities at all, and it's really just a try hard wannabe world.
Yeah, it makes me very happy that I'm not.
You're a part of it. You're a part of it.
No,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
not,
you are.
'cause
Yes.
I don't get booked enough.
Very
to be
much.
part of it.
That's
Actually,
right. That's the good thing about being a hobby comic.
Hobby
a
comics.
professional hobby comic.
comics don't really
Covers
have a
your ass.
say.
That's
You know
good.
what I mean?
Yeah,
We don't
that's
have a say. We're kind of like the extras of the comedy world.
Yeah.
Just
Comedy sucks. I think that's the point.
that's not on
there
here.
we go.
Thank you, Molly. Podcast versus podcast. You used to do like a thing. Podcast.
I was doing a thing for a minute.
Under the belly or the underbelly.
Live from the underbelly.
So
I like the
You did
spinoff
that
by
on
Kike
purpose.
Ochoa, Quest Freedom Ochoa, when he wouldn't post his Facebook Live episodes, Quest Freedom Ochoa would go online. He goes, there's no under the belly tonight. So tonight, what is it? It's beneath the huevos or something, or beneath the knees or something like that because he's so short. Anyway,
so you used to do that.
I was doing it, and I plan to do it again. Just I wasn't having the time to do it. Just there's not enough hours in the day.
Can't talk to his computer for a half hour at the end of the Sunday.
Just, well, I mean, I was doing it late on Sundays, and when Hiroko came and moved into my place, I was married. Like, why am I gonna bother her with me yelling into a screen for an hour or whatever?
You two should do it together.
It doesn't bother.
That would actually probably attract more viewers.
Before she moved in with the no, I'm so glad that she's here.
So she's
awesome.
She's calming me down.
She's calming you down. Yeah, because honestly, there's this whole thing where like every minute of every fucking day that you weren't sleeping, you had to be doing something. And I was like, you're working 10 hours a day and you're going to mics and you're doing band practice and you're doing
and I would get asked, how are you able to do all that?
And he was like, I can just masturbate for 20 minutes and that's it a day. And then I got
So I have somebody now that can tell me, no, don't do that. Why don't you, stay home and I'm very appreciative of that.
That's good.
I've been to bed.
You seem like calmer.
I've been to bed more times before 10:30 in the last, 2.5 months that she's been here, compared to like any other time in my life. So
because there's somebody hot and warm in there.
Yes, and there's stuff to do.
Oh,
well,
they're newlyweds. It's adorable, and just so you know,
make it sound like you're painting a house.
There's stuff to do.
There's stuff to do. This work's got to get done.
You gotta take some shit off.
Gotta clock up this gas. No, that's terrible.
That was Hiroko's bell. That was Hiroko's bell. That was great.
No, it's man. I that makes sense.
She makes me better. She just makes me a better person.
She really does.
It
was really creepy. I was like, why are you going?
It's creepy.
What's wrong? You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay,
Thumbs
sorry.
up.
I wasn't. Well, Dave doesn't care if anybody hears me. He doesn't think I'm funny.
Don't tell
anyways.
me what I care about. I care.
You
Talk
tell
to him.
me I'm not.
You're doing great, Sean.
You told me
Thank
I wasn't
you.
funny
Looking
5
great,
times
man.
already today.
That's just what pisses you off. Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, the podcast. So
I'll get back at it. I just need to find a time to do it and do it in a way that I'm not bothering her.
It's fine if you don't. Too. I'm not knocking it. Only because on a Sunday, the thing is, I'd sit there scrolling through my Facebook news feed, and there would be Sean's gigantic head in the middle of the fucking thing. I would even show it to Molly every now and then. I'm like, I'd show. I'm like, there's Sean. There he is talking to his computer in a one-way fucking Skype chat, and that's what it looks like. It just.
But Dave,
looks like a one-way
started
Skype
podcasts, and you have done.
I don't talk with one head, with my head right in the camera.
Done podcasts, and you're actually doing multiple podcasts. This is not your only podcast.
I mean, well, the second one will be released later, but this one's more comedy based. That one's more self-help and
that's cool.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean,
there was the one that we tried to get off the ground.
Hopefully we will
still
we're gonna do
part
some
of this. Yeah, the assisted suicide squad.
It's like old people talking about.
It's people over the age of 40.
Colostomy bags.
Talking. I mean, it doesn't have.
Talk about my droopy boobs and
exactly.
how I can't laugh. I can't laugh without peeing.
It's about age. About the fact that people with age are that in this ageist culture.
Guys, your balls drop longer, right? They drop
they've
longer.
Stayed the same. I haven't measured.
Thank you. Oh, I have.
Mine have definitely got you.
Thank you for on that one. He's got material on that.
That's more streams. What about the P streams? The P
stream is still strong. P stream is still strong.
Yeah,
still a strong stream.
Good for you.
She
You're
rang
over 40,
the bell,
right? You're over 40.
I'm 45.
It's 45 better.
It's different than balls.
There you go. Thank you, Grimes.
Right,
now
thanks,
he hit the bell because Grimes doesn't want to be reminded of
the P streams.
His weak P stream.
His weak P streams.
I haven't noticed anything.
I forgot. I was supposed to play a PSA. Hold on a second. I gotta play.
Oh, good. Let's have dead air, and while she finds this shit.
We're not. I didn't say it was dead air. I said it was a quick PSA.
How about this advice for new?